Hello everyone, in this video I am going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. So let's begin with build quality. The S7 Edge has a headphone jack, a micro USB port and speaker grills, and a microphone on the bottom. And the Note 8 has headphone jack, USB Type-C, speaker grills, microphone and the S Pen housing. On the right side we have the power button on both of these, and on the left side we have the volume rockers on the S7 Edge and the Note 8, but the Note 8 has the Bixby button. On the front here we have the fingerprint scanner for the S7 Edge. On the front we have the back button and the recent key button right here, and on the top we have the sensors, this earpiece grill, the Samsung logo, the front facing camera, and on the top is the SIM ejection through and a second microphone. On the back we have the heart rate sensor and a single camera, and this is made of Gorilla Glass 4 on the back and on the front, and it's a Super AMOLED display. On the Galaxy Note 8 on the other hand, we have a virtual home button, back button and recent key button. And on the back we have the fingerprint sensor on the back, a heart rate sensor, two cameras, a wide angle lens and a 2x telephoto lens. And we have the microphone on top and SIM tray on the top. You can't see it because of my case. And on the front we have all types of sensors. We have the iris scanner, the facial recognition, the speaker, the earpiece speaker, and we have all types of sensors up here. Obviously it has more sensors than the S7 Edge, and it's made of Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, on the back, and it's also a Quad HD Super AMOLED display. The Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge comes with 32GB of storage, 4GB of RAM and Snapdragon 820, and it's running Android 7.0 along with touchwiz, while the Note 8 comes with 6GB of RAM, 64GB of storage, Snapdragon 835, and it's running Android 7.1.1 along with Samsung Experience 8.5. From the home screen of the Note 8, when you swipe up you access your apps drawer. On the S7 Edge you have to click this to access your app drawer, and you can see both of them have search bars on top. The Note 8 search bar is more well-rounded and have a search bar icon, while the S7 Edge does not. And when you click on this in S7 Edge you get edit and sort. In Note 8 when you click on it you get sort, settings and Galaxy Essentials. And when you press and hold on something it kind of takes you to the home screen immediately in S7 Edge. In Note 8 when you press and hold on to something it gives you the option to select multiple items, add shortcut to home, uninstall app info, and when you press and hold on it for a long time then you have the option to bring it onto your home screen. Holding down on the home screen in the S7 Edge brings up screen grid, widgets, wallpapers and themes, and you can scroll through this to add more. And when you come to the left side you can turn briefing off or on. And when you do the same thing in Note 8 you get home screen settings, widgets, wallpapers and theme, and you see this right here kind of showing you where you are, and you can press this to trash it as opposed to dragging up here to trash it, and you can press this to trash it, and you get this in every one of these, every home screen. And when you swipe all the way to the left you have the option of turning Bixby on or off. Swiping to the left gives you briefing in S7 Edge, swiping to the left gives you Bixby in Note 8. The recent key in S7 Edge brings up the recent apps, and when you click on this you only have the option to contact us, but in Note 8 the recent key also brings up the recent apps, and when you click on it, on this button here, you can lock apps or you can go to settings. From the drop down menu in S7 Edge you can just pull this down and see your buttons. Pull it down a little bit longer, click on this and you click on edit, and you see many different options for you to edit this, and click done in Note 8, pull it down and you have to pull it down again to click on this, and you see it says button order and button grid. When you click on button order, you see also different options. In Note 8, you have what is called voice wake up, Bixby voice wake up, and you also have something that is called edge lighting. These two options are not available in S7 Edge. You don't have edge lighting and you don't have Bixby because S7 Edge does not have a Bixby voice assistant. The S7 Edge has Bluetooth 4 while the Note 8 has Bluetooth 5, and Bluetooth 5 allows you to connect to two speakers, to two devices, and play music to two speakers at the same time. The music may not be in sync, but you can play music to two speakers at the same time. And Note 8 also has what is called secure folder, while the S7 Edge does not have it. Both of these phones have what is called Samsung Knox security. These two phones have the Edge functionality, but there's a little bit of difference. If you go to settings here, there are some apps that come installed on Note 8, like this Edge calendar. It's available on Note 8 and it comes pre-installed, but it's not available in the Edge panels store, so you really cannot download it on S7 Edge. So there are some differences between what's available and what's not available when it comes to the Edge panels. Both of these phones have always on display, so if you lock this, the always on display will come on. But in S7 Edge, you really can't act on anything on the always on display. In Note 8, on the other hand, when you double click on this, you can scroll through different things that you have available on your always on display. So that's really nice to see in Note 8, but this is not available in S7 Edge. Speaking of always on display, in S7 Edge you have many different options for you to choose from. So if you go to layout, you have many different options for you to choose from and for you to customize your always on display. But in Note 8 you do not have all that options. But in Note 8 you can download more items for your always on display. So if you go back here and go to wallpapers and themes, you see always on display option, and from here you can download different things for your always on display. But in S7 Edge you do not have that option. If you go to wallpapers and themes, there is no always on display option in S7 Edge. There are some things that are available in Note 8 that are not available in S7 Edge, like the S Pen and some apps. Like I said earlier, Note 8 has secure folder while S7 Edge does not. Note 8 also has something called Dual Messenger, and this allows you to have two different accounts for the same app. So if you go to Dual Messenger in Note 8, you see the apps that are available that has it, and this will allow you to have two different accounts on the same app. S7 Edge does not have that option. And on the Note 8 with the S Pen, when your screen is locked and you pull out your S Pen, you can take notes from here. And after taking notes, you can pin this note to your home screen, or you can save it in notes. So you can save the notes or you can pin it to your home screen. And when you come to your home screen, you just double tap the icon and you'll be able to view your notes without opening your phone. That option is not available in S7 Edge. Also in Note 8, when you pull out your S Pen with the screen unlocked, you have many different options. You can create notes immediately, smart select, screen write, live message, glance, magnify, coloring, Bixby vision translate. All these things is not available in S7 Edge. You can also see that the icons look a little bit different. So in Note 8, the messaging icon and the phone icon looks more simplistic than the messaging and phone icon in S7 Edge. So the icons look a little bit different. That's another difference in software. The Note 8 is of course an 18:9 aspect ratio, 6.3 inches, while the S7 Edge is a 5.5 inch 16:9 aspect ratio. And just for comparison in size, when you put this side by side, you see that obviously the Note 8 is much longer, but the S7 Edge is a tiny bit wider than the Note 8. And as you can see, the entirety of the S7 Edge can fit on the screen of the Note 8. So there's a difference in size. The S7 Edge is much lighter, it's easier to handle in one hand and to deal with, while the Note 8 is a tiny bit heavier and it's a little bit harder to manage in one hand. Alright guys, that's it for my comparison of the Note 8 and the S7 Edge. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. In the meantime, I will see you on the next video. Bye!